they charging it? I'll have one on there.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Last week we talked about the ahadith in regards to tawakkul and having your total submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. And the last hadith we read was when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam teaches Al-Bara bin Azib radiallahu anhu a dua and a supplication that one should read when he comes to his bed. And so Rasulullah sallallahu said, Allahumma aslamtu nafsi ilayk, wa wajjahtu wajhi ilayk, wa fawwadtu amri ilayk, wa alja'tu dhahri ilayk, raghbatan wa rahbatan ilayk, la malja'a wa la manja minka illa ilayk, amantu bi kitabika alladhi anzaltu wa bi nabiyyika alladhi arsaltu. Rasulullah sallallahu said that when you come, before you lay on your bed, make wudu for salah. Even if you have wudu, the sunnah is that you make wudu again, a special wudu to go to sleep. And you lay on your right side and you recite this dua. عن أبي بكر الصديق رضي الله عنه عبد الله بن عثمان بن عامر بن عمر بن كعب بن سعد بن عتيب بن مرة بن كعب بن لؤي بن غالب القرشي التيمي رضي الله عنه وهو وأبوه وأمه صحابة رضي الله عنهم. Abu Bakr الصديق رضي الله عنه says قال نظرت إلى أقدام المشركين ونحن في الغار وهم على رؤوسنا. Abu Bakr الصديق رضي الله عنه says that it was me and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we were together in a cave. When Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu went out to make hijrah towards Medina, and the kuffar and the Quraysh in Mecca, they sent and they made a price for the person who catches the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam dead or alive. And every person wanted to be the first one to get this prize. And so all of them were out trying to look for Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu were hiding in a cave. And the mushrikeen came so close that Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu says that I looked at the feet of these people. We were inside the cave and their feet was just above us. وَهُمْ عَلَى رُؤُوسِنَا, and they were by our heads. فقلت, so I said to the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, لو أن أحدهم نظر تحت قدمي, if any one of them was to look where they're by their feet, they would see us. Basically, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu lost all hope. And he said that these people just have to squat and just have to see in this cave. And we're done. لأبصرنا, these people will see us. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, the Prophet ﷺ said, مَا ظَنُّكَ يَا أَبَا بَكْرٍ بِإِثْنَيْنِ اللَّهُ ثَالِثُهُمَا. That, oh Abu Bakr, مَا ظَنُّكَ, what is your opinion of two people, and the third is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's two people in this cave, and the third is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pointing towards the verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the 10th juz, that لَا تَحْزَنْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَنَا. That don't be afraid. Don't lose hope. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is what tawakkul is, as we explained when we started the chapter, that tawakkul is not that you just make dua, Ya Allah, have tawakkul upon you and I trust you and you leave everything. No. You make your full, for example, the Sahaba that didn't tie his animal, Rasulullah said, what are you doing? This is not tawakkul. Tawakkul is you tie your animal and then you trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similarly here, Rasulullah wasn't in the open and he trusted Allah. Instead, he and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu went towards the cave and then they did tawakkul. فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُتَوَكِّلِينَ. عن أم المؤمنين أم سلمة رضي الله عنها أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان إذا خرج من بيته. The mother of believers, Salama radiallahu anha, says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he used to leave his house, he used to say, Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah. اللهم إني أعوذ بك أن أضل أو أضل أو أزل أو أزل أو أظلم أو أظلم أو أجهل أو يجهل علي. A very jami' and concise dua. The Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah. That with the name of Allah, I have tawakkul and I have my trust upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, I seek a refuge from you, a help from you, that an adillah, that I may go away from the straight path. So Ya Allah, keep me on the straight path, an adillah. Oh udalla is the majhul sigha or the majhul form. That I may go, I be misguided, or I be misguided from someone else. Someone else misguides me. Oh azilla or uzilla. Literally it means to slip. That I slip or I be made to slip. Meaning from Sirat al-Mustaqim. Zal, azilla. Oh adlima or udlama. That either I commit, I offend someone, I commit an oppression against someone, or I be oppressed. أو أجهل أو يجهل علي, or that I may be ignorant of something, or someone may be ignorant and may harm me. So from any type of shar, here Rasulullah in this very concise dua, he makes dua and he seeks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help from all these different things. And notice here that Rasulullah in the beginning of his dua, he said, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an adilla aw udalla. Meaning there is no person on planet Earth that can be saved. Rasulullah is making dua, Ya Allah, keep me on Sirat al-Mustaqim. Keep me on the straight path. Ya Allah, don't misguide me, or don't have someone else that would misguide me. That is why every salah we make dua to Allah. In Surah Al-Fatiha, as we know that Surah Al-Fatiha is a complete dua in itself. Sahaba say that when a person used to be sick in our homes, we used to read Surah Al-Fatiha and we used to blow on that person. So in that dua, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. That Ya Allah, guide us to Sirat al-Mustaqim. Why? Because Hidayah and Iman are always fluctuating. Sometimes our Iman level is very high, and sometimes it's very low. So each dua, we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah said in another hadith, Jaddidu imanakum. Refresh your Iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu aminu. O people of Iman, it is not enough. Aminu, bring full Iman. Udkhulu fi silmi kaffa. Enter into Islam fully. So we are alhamdulillah, we are Muslimin, we are mu'mineen. But this is not the end of the story. Life is a constant struggle to gain Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure. قال الترمذي حديث حسن صحيح وهذا لفظ أبي داود عن أنس رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. This one is a very short dua for leaving your house. Anas رضي الله عنه says that Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم said من قال يعني إذا خرج من بيتي بسم الله توكلت على الله ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Very easy. بسم الله توكلت على الله ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. يقال له هديت وكفيت وبقيت وتنحى عنه الشيطان. That the person who recites Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, it is said to him, Hudita wa kufita wa buqita. All these three means that you have been saved from every type of shar. Every type of hardship, every type of evil you have been saved from. وَتَنَحَى عَنْهُ الشَّيْطَانِ, and shaitan runs away from that person. In another narration it says that the house, that the person when exiting the house, he recites Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah, shaitan cannot enter that house. رواه أبو داود والترمذي والنسائي وغيرهم وقال الترمذي حديث حسن زاد أبو داود. All of these books of hadith say that this hadith is sahih, and Imam Abu Dawud in his Sunan he adds on فيقول يعني shaitan says لشيطان آخر, shaitan says to his buddies كيف لك برجل قد هدي وكفي ووقي. That how would you have access to that person who read this dua? Meaning this house is what do they call that? No trespassing. That sign is written on your door. Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. وعن أنس رضي الله عنه قال, Anas رضي الله عنه again relates here that كان أخوان على عهد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, that there were two brothers in the time of Nabi صلى الله عليه وسلم. وكان أحدهما يأتي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم والآخر يحترف. So there were two brothers in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. One of the brothers used to come daily to the Prophet ﷺ. He used to seek advice from him. He used to learn from him. And he used to be in his company. While the other brother, he used to work in the farms. He used to do the buying and selling and trading. So فَشَكَى الْمُحْتَرِفِ أَخَاهُ لِلنَّبِيِّ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. So the person that works, he came to Rasulullah complaining non-stop about his brother. That my brother sits with you day and night, he doesn't do a thing, while I go outside and I bring the bread. And I work. So Rasulullah said, فَقَالْ لَعَلَّكَ تُرْزَقُ بِي. It is highly possible that you are given your sustenance and you are provided by Allah because of your brother. Because of him attending these majalis, it is very possible that you are provided by means of him coming to my majlis. Rasulullah ﷺ, we read in a hadith yesterday in Al-Idah, that Rasulullah ﷺ said, if it wasn't for your pious youth and your grazing animals and your elderly whom pray, the elderly who pray at your homes, and the breastfeeding children, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would pour upon us endless adab. Meaning it is only, in another hadith Rasulullah said, you are only provided by du'afa'akum, by your weak ones. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees the weak amongst you and He provides for you the same way. So Rasulullah says that just because he's coming, he's not working, you're working, doesn't mean you're having complaining, he's sitting in my majlis. Again, the fact of tawakkul ala Allah, that this person is working, and this person is here coming to learn from Rasulullah ﷺ. This person here is putting all his trust in what he does outside. He says that I'm earning all this. So Rasulullah ﷺ is not because of you, it's because of Allah. These things are from ghayb. إِنَّ اللَّهَ عِنْدَهُ عِلْمُ السَّاعَةِ وَيُنَزِّلُ الْغَيْثِ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْأَرْحَامِ. 5 things are mafatih al-ghayb. The keys of, or the main things of ghayb. That إِنَّ اللَّهَ عِنْدَهُ عِلْمُ السَّاعَةِ. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows when is the day of judgment. وَيُنَزِّلُ الْغَيْثِ. And He sends down the rain. So many times we hear on our forecast that it's going to rain, never rains. When I was in Buffalo, it said it was going to snow, it never snowed that day. And the opposite.